computer, yes. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully my voice holds out. We haven't had a call in a really long time, and I apologize for that. That's mostly my doing, but we're back on track and that's behind us. So today is our Sunday, November 11th Team Dignity call. Some of it's going to be the recap from the Team Liberate Retreat that I attended that I'll just get into because I think it's good just to see I'll get into it then. Just forget it. So last time I started out with some little inspirational quotes, and I thought it'd be good, especially with this time of year where life gets busy. Life's busy all the time. Like I've said numerous times, you guys know too, life does not slow down for anyone. It'll continue to pass. So that's why you have to make time for things and the people that are important to you. And just kind of prioritize them and schedule them and make time for the things that are important in your life. But especially with the holiday seasons and everything, it gets more crazy than it was before. So I don't want anyone to drop off, of course, because right now it's if you can push through these holiday seasons and keep true to your nutrition, the whole 80-20, yes, indulge in Thanksgiving, yes, indulge in Christmas cookies, and yes, indulge in New Year's and drinking and stuff like that. That's why this is a lifestyle, not a diet, because we still enjoy those wonderful things. But just to try to keep pushing through the holiday season, if you can make it through the holiday season, you'll be so much further ahead of those that are, of course, going to start their New Year's resolutions in January, which, of course, as we all know, which is what we're here to do, is to lose weight. I think I've said this before, and I steal this from Autumn Calbry, so this is not something that came from me, but, summer bodies are built in the winter. So keep pushing through. That has some truth in it. Everybody waits till spring, and it's kind of a little too late then. Not too late, but you know what I mean? You should start a while yet. So anyways, I know you guys can read, but here's 2 quotes. You're at the start of something great. Don't let another person's progress discourage you. So I know throughout this journey, everybody, including myself included, can compare yourself to other people, but don't compare your month 1, your month 3 to somebody's year 2, year 3, or year 4. Don't compare yourself to other people because you don't know how long they've been in the journey themselves. Or even their struggles and things may be different than yours, their goals may be different. So just compare yourself to who you were yesterday, who you were last week. That's why in our challenge groups, you always try to reflect on the week, because really it's just obviously be comparing yourself to yourself and reflecting on what you did well last week and then what you need to work on this week coming. And then of course, be a role model for yourself. Show up for yourself, make promises to yourself. This is really a game against you. You have us, you have everybody here on this team with you. And then of course, there's a bigger team in amongst you guys that you don't even realize, which is kind of what I'll get into with recapping on the Team Liberate Retreat. But be the person for yourself. Look inside yourself and see what you want to accomplish and why you started this journey, and just keep pushing through, especially during this holiday season when it's crazy and everybody wants to eat pie like me. I like pie. But anyways, 80-20, guys, 80-20. So we're catching up from the last couple of calls. So here is the totals from the October, right? Yeah, October challenge group. So of course, at the top with 28s, Kristen, myself, Derek, and Tyler. I actually ordered everything today, so it should be here on time. I know I just mailed out Kristen's September 1, on Friday, but we're getting there. So I'm sorry, guys. So again, great job. Even those that are, Courtney's back on the board again, which I'm super excited to see that. Amber's back on the board again, and so is Ashley. So great job, ladies, to everybody that got themselves, back moving. And I'm excited to see the numbers increase for November, especially with holidays. Keep going. Just keep going. So Kristen, and of course you won. Can't remember my month's October. That's the cute little award thingy that I made. And then I found these really awesome bottles that I'm pretty excited about. I actually got a couple. They're almost like Yeti bottles, but they keep them just as nice, as cool as nice. That makes sense, Stephanie. As cool or as hot as a Yeti does too. But they're kind of they're softer on the outside. So I hope you like them. They're pretty cool. I got a couple of them. And then for Tyler, he gets beach bars. He's not going to get a Swell Sister shirt. Sorry, Tyler, for when you're watching this. Everybody else got, when you win your first challenge, you get the Swell Sister shirt. I mean, unless you really want one, Tyler, I guess we can talk about that later, but he does not get a small sister shirt. That's the only thing different for him. Sorry. But then now we're into a new month. So this time it's Talk Turkey to Me boot camp. So here's the numbers again. If you haven't had a chance to go from the past week and comment or anything, because I know like the past week's been crazy, at least for myself being sick, take the time to do that. I'll give everyone until tomorrow, like by nighttime. Tuesday, I'll tally everything up from last week again. And if you haven't commented from last week, then it's not going to count. I'm not going to keep trying to go back every week. It just makes my life crazy. So I'm sorry. But it keeps you on your toes too, that you should be posting or at least commenting every day. Even if it's a rest day, guys, like tell us. Just tell us it was a rest day. And like, even if it wasn't scheduled, like it was a rest day, but still I kicked ass in my nutrition, or I still, got all my water in for the day, or maybe I took the dog for a walk instead, or like it doesn't necessarily mean like you just because you maybe didn't do your program that day or even didn't even get active that day, still comment on like the other things in your life that were happening. That's why we started the poll in the afternoon as a way to like check in instead of just doing like the sweaty selfie stuff in the morning, which we're still doing. And then we're still incorporating some like, like Water Wednesday and like some of the performance, like the products and stuff like that into our post in the morning. But that's why we're doing the poll in the afternoon or in the evening, so you can comment more, instead of it seeming like it's so centralized around the workouts. Because I know we have some people on our team who are not doing the workouts. They're just strictly following 2B mindset, which is fine too. I mean, that's great as well, because it's all, like, as I've said before, this game is 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. And even when it comes to your nutrition, it's 80-20. Everything's 80-20. So I'll give you guys again until tomorrow night to comment on last week if you have not. Now, I will mention, just so the ladies are aware, the guy like Derek and Tyler are in a separate challenge group. Obviously, they're not in ours. So they're doing the same thing. They're in with a group of other guys that are part of Team Liberate, and they're commenting and interacting as well. So that's where they're getting their numbers from too. And I'm in that group too, but I'm not really as active as I probably should be. But anyway, so they are doing the same thing, just so you are aware. So some of these are the same. Well, most of these are the same from last month. The only difference is most of you have already purchased challenge packs, so this doesn't really like apply to you. But, if there's anybody else that you thought maybe might be interested, or, especially with Christmas coming, like just even as gift ideas, I know that may sound silly to some of you, but I did it for my parents before. Because we want them to live forever and be happy and healthy. But anyways, challenge packs are $20 off this month. So like if you buy, I'll just give an example here. Like if you just bought Beachbody On Demand, which is $99 for the year, but then if you did like a month of either Shakeology, or now you can either do Shakeology, a month of Shakeology when you start, or like something else like Energize or Recover or Beach Bars, like anything else on top of that. They're usually like $140. I think right now they're $120. I say either $140 or $160. So regardless, you get the $20 off. So like you're saving money when you do those. And then also like anybody that signs up in November with our team, they'll not only get the $20 off that Beachbody's doing, but then I'm going to reimburse them $20 too. So they're essentially getting $40 off. So just throwing that out there. I haven't done a very good job promoting that on my end on like my stories, but I'm going to start doing that this week. But if anybody would be interested, they can, of course, join our team and get the $20 off on Beachbody, and then I'll reimburse them $20 through like either PayPal. Mostly PayPal is what I use, so that's how I would reimburse them. And the other stuff are things that have been there. So Energize is coming out in like the actual little stick forms, which are pretty cool. So like Crystal Light packets, which is awesome. So if we're on the go, that's coming out in December. We're launching Fruit Punch flavored, which is pretty awesome. I got to try that at the Super Saturday event I attended a few weeks ago. It's pretty good. Tastes just like fruit punch. They're coming out as well in the big tubs and in the packet sticks. Before we talked about the new Fix 8 book. So for all you that have Beachbody On Demand, you can view the 6-8 cookbook. Well, Autumn Calabrese is coming out with a volume 2. So that'll be on Beachbody On Demand, and it's under the nutritions tab in case you never know where that was. That's where that is. Of course, Shift Shop. Chris Downing has added new workouts. That's called Proving Grounds to it. It should be on everybody's BOD account as of now, and it tells you which ones are new there. Transform 20 is a new one that Sean T has come out with, and Early Bird Special is in January, and I'm really excited about this because it's really only 20 minutes, which means he's probably going to kill everybody that does it. But I've seen from other people, they've had like really good results. And I'll share some of that too within our challenge group, just because I think it's only a 6-week program too, and it's 6 days a week. But like the results from it are crazy. And a lot of them are using 2B mindset too, which is pretty cool. And it incorporates weights and body. So like body weight and actual weights. But I think you can do it without like actual weights. You can just do it all body weight too. So I'm actually pretty excited about that one coming out. And then if you're a preferred customer, which I think, no, maybe not all of you are, but if you're not sure if you are or not, I mean, let me know, I can look. If you're a preferred customer, you should have the little bit more obsessed by autumn cow race on your BOD. If not, if you're not a preferred customer, it'll be out here in January. So that's all I have for little company announcements of things that are happening. So last weekend, I attended a Team Liberate Coaches Retreat in Cape Cod in Massachusetts. So I've never, ever been up there before in my whole entire life. So I actually got to go through, I've been to obviously Pennsylvania, in New Jersey, and New York, but of course we had to travel through Rhode Island, Connecticut. I might be having those two backwards. I'm horrible with geographics. And then into Cape Cod, Massachusetts, which was beautiful up there. I don't know. I mean, I know Kristen's probably been up there since she lived in Maine, but I don't know if anybody else on our team has been, but it's really beautiful up there. If you ever get a chance to go. It's really pretty. But Team Liberate is my coach's team. So like I've said in the beginning, our team is just like our little team, but we're a part of something like way bigger than just like us, little small group. And that's my coach's team, which is Brooke, which here in this picture are a majority of us that are coaches that are her coaches. And then of course, like each one of those coaches have coaches, if that makes sense. So it's like this big, huge tree. But then on top of Team Liberate is Team Boom, which is like an extremely, extremely huge team. But we'll talk about them when I go to Summit, because that's when I'll actually get to meet like members of that team. But in essence of that, you guys are all a part of Team Liberate and Team Boom when you become coaches, or even just preferred customers, because you're still technically a coach when you're preferred. It's confusing, but I can explain that later in a different call when we talk about maybe the coaching opportunity. But so yeah, literally I traveled last weekend, which I'll never drive it again because that was a long 8 hours. I will fly next time, but my husband went with me because this was the first time I ever met these ladies like face to face. So of course I was going to meet strangers that I've talked to on the internet, which sounds bizarre. But I went to meet strangers I've met on the internet and talked to on the internet every week in real life. And it was like, it was amazing and it was surreal because each and every one of them are exactly like they are, like they portray themselves to be on a call. And I know that may sound stupid because I know sometimes, especially with like this types of businesses where you're like talking to people on a computer, like sometimes you think they put up a front and they're being not genuine and like they're trying to like sell you stuff. And they're not like that at all. So just actually hear them be like, they were who they, like, it was like I knew them my whole entire life. So, and just to think that I got to meet these girls all because I said yes to making time for myself again and getting healthy and not like putting excuses out there like I'm too busy or the kids have me up too late, yada, yada, yada. Like just with my nutrition, putting that first and making time to like get some activity in every day or every other day, depends what I set out for that week, is how I met these amazing people. And like how, I know I work with most of you, but like how like we are together and talk to each other like each week and we interact throughout the week. So it's just crazy how like people get brought together just because they're trying to better themselves and be the best version of themselves. So I don't know, it was really just surreal and it was a lot of fun. And if any of you followed any of like my Instagram or Facebook stories, we did a lot of drinking and ate a lot of pizza and had a lot of cake. And yeah, so it was kind of funny because we watched, like, of course, like I am friends with other coaches too that are like part of Team Boom and have branched off. But they're like, the one lady, she's one of the top coaches in the company. She is like number 15 or 16 or something like that. She's like really high up there in the company. She's a part of Team Boom. She took her top coaches to Disneyland. You did not see one bit of alcohol in any of their pictures, and you didn't see like naughty foods. And it's like, come on. I mean, I'm not like downing them or anything, but it's like, I still want to eat junk, and I still want to drink beer and liquor or whatever. Like, I still want to have fun and be human. So just to like be with other people that like we're doing the health and fitness stuff together, but you still have fun. So, I mean, this picture right here, we had solo cups and we were drinking, but just all these girls, it was amazing. Like, this is Brooke right here. So she is the founder and CEO of Team Liberate, and she is my direct coach. So yeah, it's just, and I did not know her. I literally, how I found her was, I'm not quite sure like what made it pop up. I'm sure you guys have noticed on like Facebook when like you're scrolling down, like there's like the people you may know. And then sometimes I'll show you like videos of things that, it must be stuff that you've liked, obviously. Well, a video showed up of her doing an ab exercise with her son, who was at the time had to have been maybe 6 months old. And I watched the video, and it took me to like her like page, which I'm in the works of trying to create, but that's a side topic. And I went to it and like was just watching some of her videos. Like, you know what, I'm going to like her page because this, you know, she's a mom. She's taking the time to be active. She's posting recipes and stuff on here. Like, I'm going to follow her. And then within like a couple of weeks, she reached out to me, and that message scared me to death because it sat in my inbox for 2 weeks and I didn't read it. Because I was like, great, I like something of hers, and now she's trying to talk to me. Who is she? She doesn't know me. I don't know her. And it literally was just her asking, like, she apparently scanned my page and saw that I had kids. So it's just, my point is, it's just crazy how like through things that were similar and through like just similarities in life, like we had kids together, or she has a kid, I have kids, and that's just where it started. And then she asked me about health and fitness and what my goals were and things like that. And then that led into me being one of her challengers in one of her challenge groups like we have. And then that led to, you know, me liking the products a lot. And then her, you know, offering me to be a preferred customer to get the 25% off, which inadvertently you sign up to be a coach. And then asking me if I wanted to actually pay it forward and being a coach. And like, here I am, the rest is history. So she is the lady that made it all possible, and I absolutely love her to death. She's great. She's a great person. She's very genuine. So I just thought this picture was really cool. It's like on the back of, like, we have a Team Liberate page. So once you become a coach, you get access to, like, if you decide to be a coach, you get access to all that, which she actually just created. So as each one of these women here, their teams are growing, her team's growing too, because we're all part of the same team. So she's actually created like new pages too for like people that are coaches and want to like, even if you're a preferred customer or actually doing something with like being a coach, I shouldn't say doing something with it, but like paying it forward. She has all kinds of resources out there on like how to do it. So like you're not alone, and literally what I'm doing is just taking what she has been given and we're just reduplicating it. Like there's no recreating the wheel, no trying to like figure out anything. So she was working on that and did a training. So of course, on top of like drinking and like playing games and stuff like that, we did have a little bit of training on like how to grow our business. And that's like one thing that she talked about. Because I mean, yeah, we're having fun and like, you know, we're working out, we're doing the workouts, we're like following the nutrition, we're drinking shakes, but it's more than that. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's more than that. It's the community that Beachbody likes to push out more than the products. Yeah, the products work. The products are all natural. And I have done like tons and tons of research on like different things prior to Beachbody, and nothing that I have found is like as natural as what we're getting with this when it comes to like the different supplements. And especially I've noticed the difference in like my body too, because from going from just trying to lose weight to like wanting to lean up and build muscle, like the different supplements definitely help for that, and they're not causing like different side effects or anything like that. So it's more than just working out at home, drinking shakes. It's the community that you have and the family literally that you're building, and the new connections now that, like, since I met these women, there's some that are in New Hampshire, of course, Massachusetts, New York, of course, me in Pennsylvania, us in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, one girl that could not make it, that's not pictured here, but is from Nebraska. So it's just crazy to see how, like, through this opportunity of just saying yes to yourself, you're meeting, like, new people. You're just meeting new people and you're touching new lives. So to me, it's just kind of amazing that that's, like, you get to do that and then you make money doing that, which is pretty cool. So just here, like, in case you're interested, this was the Team Liberate takeaway call, because then we had a call on Monday and we just talked about, like, our top takeaways from the event. So you don't have to watch that. It's just there in case you would want to. And then down here, this is a link to what our coach's sneak peek is. So, like, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because, of course, this was a coach's retreat. I mean, in order to go, you have to be involved and be, like, an active coach. And what I mean by that is, like, of course, you're presented as a preferred customer to get the 25% off, but then also you are in your mind wanting to share your story and help others. Like, even if it's just, like, your immediate family or really close friends, and, like, really that's where it starts. So that link there will take you to each month. It's like each month we have, I think it's the second Wednesday, and every month we have a coach's sneak peek, which is where all the coaches on Team Liberate that you saw pictured there, we just go live and we talk about what coaching is. We give, like, our personal stories that one night, and it's all recorded, so anybody can go back and, like, watch them over and over again, or watch ones from previous weeks. But then we also, like, talk about, like, different objections of, like, what coaching is not, because a lot of people have, like, misconceptions of what coaching actually is. I mean, I won't get into all that and bore you guys to details there. That's why we have the coach's sneak peek, so you can get bored with details there. No, I'm kidding. It's a fun and really good event just to hear the stories every time. Like, I sit and watch everybody go live, including myself. Within that group, it's just fun to, like, hear everybody. And, like, even though, like, the stories are usually the same because it's why and how you got started as a coach, it just, like, gives me goosebumps just to hear, like, how coaching has changed other people's lives and just how they're paying it forward, just because to me it's amazing, because it's community is way more than I thought it ever would be. So that's what that is. Again, if anybody joins, it's not like, oh my God, you joined and now you need to be a coach. No, I sat in that coach's sneak peek for, like, 2 months before I decided that I wanted to do anything. So it's just information. I mean, you can sit in there for a year. No one's ever going to kick you out. You're just going to be in it, and you can watch the videos if and when you want to. So that's all I really have about that. But so if you guys have any questions about the retreat or anything like that, I mean, I'll be more than happy to answer them. You can unmute yourself if you'd like. If not, I mean, you can just interrupt me too, if you think of anything, but I'll just continue. And so plans for our next calls, and I'm not going to be sick, is as follows. So next time, I've been wanting to do this so badly, is do meal planning and prepping tips. So, like, I know we've talked about, like, and I still need to finish uploading those videos too, but so I'm sorry, guys. But I do have one. I do have the 2B mindset video finished, because the one call we did, we talked about 2B mindset, and then we talked about the container system, and then we talked about, like, a comparison between the two. I did 2 recordings for those as well. Like, so one about 2B mindset to put into our Team Dignity group, just in case anybody's, like, battling back and forth between, like, well, I'm doing 2B mindset, but I really want to know what the container system is. Like, there's things that you can watch, and it shows you, like, how I created the meal plans to follow those, mine anyways. And then I want to finish another one, and I want to upload all 3 together, about how I actually combined both of them. So I kind of do the container system and 2B mindset together. So it's like a hybrid between the two. And that's the one I really want to finish, so I can upload all 3 of them together. That way, just for my own sanity, it makes sense to me to kind of have them all together. So next time I wanted to finish wrapping up that with talking about meal planning and, like, giving you tips and things like that for prepping as well. Because I know some people are like, I can't prep for the whole entire week, or there's some things that they just don't think of that I'd like to share with you. So that'll be next time. And then a couple people asked me about, not a whole lot, but I at least want to, like, answer give everybody everything, was about some of the products and, like, what they are and what they're for, because Beachbody kind of does have a lot, and it's not really well explained on the website what they actually are. And they do that for a reason, guys. I mean, they do that because they want you to actually like reach out to someone and they can explain to you what they are. Because as a coach, you get all that wonderful information about what they actually are, what's in them, what they're for, why certain things are in them. So we'll kind of do an overview of that then on the 25th, unless a lot of people are traveling, because I know that's the week of Thanksgiving. So unless a lot of people are like traveling and it doesn't really work for everybody, I may postpone it. But if not, if it's just me, that's cool. I can just do the recording. Anybody can watch them when they want to. Of course, to get ready for 2019, we're going to do a vision or a goal setting and vision and why call. You guys will be asked to write what your goals are for 2019 and like why, which I'll go first. I'll give you an example, so don't freak out. And then I mentioned before in our previous call that I have some new things coming for us in 2019. So I'll give you the scoop on all that on the 9th. And then from that call, we're going to have some takeaways. We're going to have some decisions that you're going to want to make. And it's not anything that's like crazy. So don't get scared or like freak out or be like, oh my God, or anything like that. It's just, I'm kind of going to put our team not into buckets, but that's the best way I can explain it. And it'll make more sense when we have this call on the 9th. But I'm kind of going to put you into buckets as to what your goals are. So we can kind of leverage off each other a little more to like crush those goals in 2019. So by the 16th, I'd like to kind of have a bit of a decision on like what we're doing. So that way when the calendar year flips, we're ready to go. So of course on the 23rd, we're not going to have a call because that's getting close to Christmas. And I love Christmas. And I know I'll be busy that day with family coming in and stuff like that. And then our last call of the year will be like the hype up call, kind of, so to speak. Explaining more about what we're doing, reiterating, I guess, what we're going to be doing in 2019 and like where everybody's going to fall, just so everybody knows. Like, of course, I'll always be there, but the point is to build a team. So like who to leverage and like who's in your designated buckets is the best way I can explain it without showing you it. So that's all I got. And I have this lovely little, I can't believe like 2018's like going to be over. Where did the year go? See, I guess it goes back to the beginning where like time doesn't wait for anybody and we're all going to be busy. So we have to prioritize what is important and just go from there because the time's going to pass anyway. So you might as well make it count while you're here, right? That's at least what I have to say. So I just put water on myself. Oh well. So at least my voice held out a little bit. It was cracky and I'm sorry, but I at least did that. Voice survived. I'll unmute everybody just cause. I'm done. Hey, look, I kept it under 30 minutes. I'm proud of myself.
Good job.
My voice held together.
You did.
It was a little cracky, but not too bad. So, I mean, I guess that's all I have. I know I talked to both of you. Erica, I know you're ready to go for the week, ready to get started. Get back on the wagon with us. Well, you never were off, but.
Well, I was sick for a while, so.
I know. It's like that time of year. I don't know if it's like, I hate to like be that person that blames it on the weather, but like we didn't have any dryness to like dry the earth out. So I feel like sickness has been way worse this year. At least like my kids have been sick a lot.
Mine started on that cruise.
Oh, that's right. You've had it for a while then.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the air conditioning or I don't know.
Something.
I was in a room with people that I'm always the cold one, but they're always so they turn everything down. So like the air was, as high as it can go. Let's at it. And I like heat. I love heat.
Yeah, I like to be warm, not cold.
Yeah. I'm the one that has like 30 covers on them at night sleeping.
Do you have one foot out? Because I'm a 1 foot outer.
Yeah.
And then my husband's like, why do you just take some covers off? I'm like, you don't understand. This little 1 foot out keeps me like level, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to be. I like to be covered. So.
Yep. Me too.
So I think that's what started it, and then it just got worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're.
So I'm happy.
Yeah.
For a couple weeks, I could not breathe.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's the worst. I can handle anything else, but not, yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. And Kristen, you're ready for the week? I know you always have busy Mondays, so.
I don't know when my weeks aren't busy, but yes, I got to get through tomorrow, but we're going to start, getting back to things.
Yeah. Yeah. Life is definitely it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. It really is. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to jump on live. And anybody that watches, I appreciate you taking the time to watch. I will let you guys go so we didn't really run over like we normally do, which is good. I want to try to keep them at 30 minutes because sometimes I feel when they get past 30 minutes, I lose attention. So I don't want anybody else to lose attention. So I will, if you guys need anything throughout the week, you know where to find me. If not, I'll just see you guys in the challenge groups, and then I'll chat with you next Sunday when we talk about meal planning.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, ladies. Bye.
Bye.